So now let's talk about, how the algorithm works. Because the algorithm is the thing that everybody talks about, and the way the algorithm works is it shows people stuff that they might like. Okay. It's called suggested content. You may see because you watch this or people who watch this. So anything that may interest you and keep you on these platforms longer is going to show up on your timeline. Anything that you searched for is going to show up on your timeline. Anything that you've expressed any kind of interest in is going to show up on your timeline. Okay. But the same thing works when you start talking about your customers. So if your customer is interested in landscaping, it's going to show up on their timeline. If your customer is interested in losing weight, it's going to show up on their timeline. If your customer is interested in whatever it is, it's going to show up on their timeline. Okay. So now your job, once you know that, is to make things that when it shows up on their timeline, catches their attention and makes them want to open it. Because if it catches their attention, that's the impression. They open it, watch it for 3 seconds. That's a view. Okay. So now we need to catch their attention, get them to watch for 3 seconds so that now it counts as a view, but it still does not count or affect you as a business owner because the views don't necessarily guarantee sales. So what you're going to have to do now is once it's opened, the door is open and the people walk in, you got to figure out how to keep them in. Keep them in long enough to convince them that what you have to offer them, they should buy. No different than keeping a person on the phone long enough for you to get your sales pitch out. Yeah. But the way we do it and the way I've done it for the last 7 years that has been successful is to take what people are already looking for. Because remember what we just said? We just said that it's going to show up on our algorithm if they're thinking about it, talking about it, looking for it, searching it. If you listen to the podcast up until now, we call that a person who is solution searching or solution shopping. They're trying to figure out a way to solve whatever problem they have. So that's why we make content. That's why we make videos. That's why we make flyers. That's why we do all this stuff. And we make it for specific people because we need to get into the algorithm.